Okay, so today I'm gonna be reflecting on what I've done so far, and I'm gonna be looking down a bit because I'm actually reading a bit from some of the notes that I've made. So bear with me in terms of not looking straight into the camera. Um, so this is my reflection from week 1 to 6, and I'm going to make it quite brief. For deeper concentration, you can see the back of my research where all of my reflection notes will be uploaded. So basically, I've already sorted my proposal, and I'm looking at entrepreneurship, but more focusing on entrepreneurs and what they're experiencing in their real life in comparison to what theory tends to say about them. And so far, I really wanted to do an inductive research, but I don't think what I'm looking into is going to allow me to do much of that, so I decided to go along with the deductive research. Um, so far, I've managed to speak to a few people and asking them to give me the chance to have an interview with them. Um, they're just trying to sort some times out to when they can get me to do an actual sit-down interview. So I'm waiting to get some information back from them in terms of time and dates and stuff like that. Um, so far, the collection of theoretical information is not going so bad. That's kind of leading me into a different direction. I kind of have to try and chop down some information and make it a bit more narrow instead of getting a wide amount of information and then I can't focus on where I really want to focus on. So I've put some questions together, and basically during my interview what's going to happen is, even though I'm going to be having structured questions, I might end up leading off from those. So if maybe I ask someone something and I feel like I'm not getting enough information from them, then I'll probably ask a follow-up question so that I can get that information that I'm looking for. Um, so yeah, so I'm now down to where I started actually doing the interviews, and so far I've done Bijan and Charlie, and their profiles are going to tell you a lot more about them. But what I've noticed is there is a lot of similarity in what they've been saying in terms of being friendly to customers, having to work hard, having to work extra hours, and that kind of stuff. You hear a lot about creativity as well, finding ways of sustaining their business, and I think I think Bijan for me was a bit more interesting because he was into farming, and it was something that he actually learned from his dad, and he thought he would carry it on. So it was quite interesting to see what his experience was like in comparison to Charlie, who did her business for more of like convenience because she wanted to spend more time with her baby. So it would be interesting to see what other entrepreneurs have to say in terms of what their experience is like, and why they went into entrepreneurship and stuff like that. But I've also been seeing some similarities in what theory I've said. I haven't seen any differences as yet, but what I've noticed is when I listen to what they have to say about their experience, it's like they break down the theory. So like for instance, theory tends to say entrepreneurs are very creative, and what they have been saying is things such as, like Charlie kind of explained how she had to go about trying to advertise and trying to deal with her customers in order to get them coming back all the time. So it was quite good to get that deeper concentration, or if you could say maybe additional information to what theory says instead of seeing like the total opposite. But see what happens in the rest of my interviews. And that's where I'm at the moment. One of the most difficult things so far is having to work around their time, because sometimes I'm free and they're not free, and vice versa. They'll be free and then I'm not free. So it's hard getting them to actually sit down with me and do an interview. So I think one of the things I might have to end up doing is sending the questions and have them maybe do a video so you can actually see who they are and get that that deeper essence of their personality and stuff like that. But so far the research is going good. It's really interesting, and it's I'm learning quite a few things which I kind of didn't expect it, but it's not going so bad. So that's week 1 to week 6, and again you can look at the back of my research to see deeper concentration, my notes. Thank you for listening.